Hey guys, it's Chelsea. I just got a fun new toy and I want to show it to you. This isn't going to be a full review. I'm just doing one feature of it tonight, and there's a lot of people that have been interested in trying this feature, so I wanted to document what I was going to do so that if it works, we can all know about it. So what I just got is the Instant Pot. Let me turn you around so I can show you. So the Instant Pot is a pressure cooker, steamer, crock pot, etc., etc. And this one actually also makes yogurt. So like I said, this isn't a full review. This is just one thing I really wanted. One of the things I was most excited about was making a batch of yogurt. So the Instant Pot just came today, and I just did a test run, and now I'd really like to go ahead and get some yogurt going to make overnight tonight. So a lot of people, like I said, have been curious about making vegan yogurt in the Instant Pot, and so I thought I would document what I'm doing just in case it works so that I can show everyone. So please forgive my toboggan inside. I went running after work today, and I dressed for what it was when I started running, which was 55 degrees, and when I finished running it was 40 degrees and dark, and I got a little over cold. So anyways, going to make some soy milk yogurt. In our house we don't do dairy. We typically do rice milk, but I've read a lot about making vegan yogurt, and soy milk apparently gives you the most consistent results, so I'm going to try that first. And then we'll probably venture into rice milk eventually too. So the milk that I got is this Eden soy, and I got the unsweetened kind because I don't really like very sweet yogurt. The reason that I chose this brand was simply because it only has water and soybeans in it. So apparently the less additives you have in the milk, the better results. So I got this brand. I had found it on a blog that someone recommended this brand, so this is what I chose. Yeah. Then I'm going to need to thicken the yogurt. So there's a lot of different things you can thicken it with, including pectin and agar and cornstarch. But I'm going to choose flax meal this time. Cornstarch is probably my second choice if flax meal doesn't work. But I'm going to try flax meal just because it's more health-wise beneficial than cornstarch. Alright, then I also have a candy thermometer that I just picked up at the grocery store tonight. I've never even opened it to see how it works, but pick that up tonight. The process in making yogurt, if you don't know, is that you scald the milk, then you cool it to a certain temperature, hence the thermometer, and then you culture it for a long time, and then you cool it in the fridge. Apparently, when you're cooling it to the certain temperature for the culture, you can put your finger in it, and if it feels like a warm bath, apparently it's ready to be cultured. But I didn't really trust my fingers. I have Raynaud's, and so I have decreased sensation in a lot of my fingers and decreased sensitivity to hot and cold. So I decided to get a thermometer because I didn't trust my fingers. And then the last thing we need is culture, which I have. I stored it in the freezer because that's what the directions said to do. I got this Cultures for Health Vegan Yogurt Starter. I'm sure I'm going to end up, if this works, experimenting with other things too, but this was what I decided to try first. And it comes in these little packets, and there are 8 in this box, and it was like $9 or something, and they came really fast. Like, they came just a couple days after I ordered them. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is, this is just like an experiment, like I said, like I'm just making this up. So I'm gonna use the whole thing of milk, but what I'm gonna do is I'm going to take 1 cup of it and pour it in the measuring cup that I showed you I had the flax meal in. So I just poured about a cup of it into the measuring cup with the flax meal. Let me get a spoon. If you haven't watched my vlogs before, one of my biggest pet peeves about this kitchen is that the only drawer that's big enough to hold silverware is on the other side of the island. So, or on the other side of the L of the kitchen, so you have to walk around. Anyways, so I'm going to stir this up. This has got the flax meal and the milk. Alright, and then I'm just going to set that aside because I'm going to scald the rest of the milk and then I'm going to pour that into it. I don't know if this method's going to work, but it's something I read about. Alright, so I also have read the instructions on how to do the yogurt in the Instant Pot. So there's two methods you can do. You can either do it directly in the pot, or you can do it in little containers that you're going to store the yogurt in eventually. I'm going to do it directly in the pot because I'm really scared about getting the culture separated into multiple containers. Like, I'm afraid I won't get it evenly separated. So I'm just going to pour all the milk in the Instant Pot now. Alright, so I'm going to try and adjust you down so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I'm going to pour the milk in, and I shook the milk well before I started, so I did do that. So this is all the milk except for the 1 cup that I had saved out. Alright, so I poured all of that in there. And now I'm going to take you out so I can show you what I'm doing. Sorry if I'm making you sick. Alright, so according to the directions, let's read them. If you use the inner pot to make the yogurt, press the yogurt button. Okay, I'm assuming I need to put the lid on first. Hang on, I'm going to set you down so I put the lid on. Okay, I've only done this once. There we go. Alright, I put the lid on, because I'm assuming I need to do that, even though it doesn't say it. Press yogurt, okay? I'll press yogurt and adjust until it says boil. The Instant Pot will then boil the milk to 180 degrees. When it's done, it will beep and display yogurt. So I'm assuming it's now going to boil. So while it's boiling, I'll show you, let me get some of this junk out of behind here. I'll show you kind of what the Instant Pot looks like. So this is it. And these are the controls on the front. I have no idea how long this is going to take to boil. So I might turn you off and then bring you back when I'm ready to keep going. Like I said, I've not done anything else with this at all. I did do a test run where you're supposed to just boil water. It's the most exciting water I've ever boiled. But that's all I've done so far. So I'm going to turn you off because I'm sure this video is going to be super long as it is. And I'm going to let this boil, and when it's done, I will be back. Alright, goodbye. Alright, so it just beeped. And it's been like 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. And it says yogurt now. And the valve is down, so I'm assuming that means I can open it. I'm going to put you in the thing here to open it. Okay, there we go. Alright, so it's definitely like steaming, so I guess I need to put the thermometer in and see what the temperature is. The kind of hard thing is the milk's not very deep to stick the thermometer into it. So, according to the culture directions, when when the milk's 108 degrees, I can put the culture in it. And it's about 108 degrees Fahrenheit. It right now is about 180 degrees, which makes sense because that's what it said Instant Pot was going to heat it to. So, I'm going to go ahead and stir in this flax meal / milk, the 1 cup of milk I'd saved out. I'm going to go ahead and stir that in. Because I figure that's going to kind of help the cooling process to introduce some milk that's not as hot. I'm getting a different spoon. So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have like any flax meal lumps. I will tell you that that doesn't smell amazing right now. I mean, it doesn't smell bad. It just smells like flax meal and soy milk. Alright, so, let's see. You're supposed to hang the thermometer on the side of the pot, but I can't. It's not like the pot's too deep to hang it on the side, and the milk's not deep enough to, the milk's not deep enough to hold the thermometer, because I don't want to touch the bottom of the pot. Also, this is probably like not the greatest thermometer in the world. Like, I'm sure they make better ones. This one was $2 at the grocery store, so. I mainly just didn't want to have to go to Walmart at 5 p.m. So that milk, stirring it in, did actually cool it off considerably. It's down already to about 150 degrees. We want it at 108. Okay. I'll be back. Okay, so it's been about 15 minutes since I boiled the milk. And I'm just touching it. It's now 110 degrees, but I was just touching it to see what 110 degrees feels like, and I would have thought it was 110 degrees long before that. Anyways, that's irrelevant. So now I'm going to put the culture in. So you just pour in the packet and then stir it around. Okay, poured it in, stirring it around. Alright, now I'm going to start the yogurt cycle. So the yogurt cycle is going to allow it to ferment for 10 hours. I gotta figure out how to do this without, like, closed. Okay, the yogurt cycle is going to allow it to ferment. Now, I've read anywhere from 6 to 10 hours that you can do it. Well, it's going to be in 9 hours I will be awake. 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 9 hours. So I'm going to hit the yogurt button. Hang on, you can't see that. I'm going to, I forgot to flip you around. Okay, I forgot to do it so I could flip you around. So I'm going to hit the yogurt button, and then I'm going to move it up to 9 hours. And just let it do its thing, because in 9 hours it'll be 6:30. And that's what time I get up in the morning. So I'll just leave myself a note beside my bed that says, in 9 hours to go do it. Sorry, I just hit the yogurt and I hit 9 hours. And now it says 0. I guess that's normal. I would think it would count down from 9 hours, but maybe it's counting up, which is sort of weird to me. It just says the program will automatically start in 10 seconds, which it beeps, so that makes me think it started. When the program completes, Instant Pot will beep and display yogurt and goes into standby. And it just made a noise like it turned on, so and now, okay, now it says 1. Sorry, I forgot to do it so I could flip you back and forth. So now it says 1, so I'm assuming it's going to count up to 9 hours. Which I think is kind of strange, but I guess if I like came down and I was like, oh my gosh, how long has my yogurt been in for? I could look very easily and see. Alright, so that's it. In 9 hours, we should know more. And I will see you in the morning. For all of you who, sorry if this water's really loud. I'm trying to get that yogurt off, or the milk off of that thermometer. For all of you other people who have gotten Instant Pots, I want to see your video of you trying it out for the first time. And I see lots more Instant Pot videos in the near future. Alright, see you in 9 hours. Bye. Good morning. It's 9 hours later. My hair looks really gross. I know it does, but I do coconut oil treatments on it once a week, and so it looks really greasy, but this is coconut oil in it. It's not because, like, my hair is dirty. Anyways, sorry, I just woke up, and as soon as I woke up, I heard it beeping, so I came down to see what it's doing. Alright, so when I got down here, it had just finished, and so now it says yogurt because it just finished the 9 hours. So I'm going to open it up and see if I can do this with one hand. So this is what it looks like. It smells like yogurt. So now it's got to go in the fridge for 6 to 8 hours. So I'm going to scoop it into a container and put it in the fridge. And yeah. So that's what I'm going to do, because now it has to chill. But it definitely smells like yogurt, but I'm not going to taste it yet because it's warm and that might be gross. Plus it's not done yet. So I'm going to put it into a container. And again, sorry for the gross hair. I'm going to go wash the coconut oil out of my hair. Thank you guys, and I'll let you know how it turns out. Alright, bye guys. Hey guys, so to finish up the yogurt video, I just got home from work. So the yogurt cultured for 9 hours last night and then has been in the fridge for almost 11 hours. And this is what it looks like. Can't really tell. It's actually fairly thick. I know it looks like kind of chunky. It's a little chunky, but it's not really. It's not like gross chunky. It's just not 100% smooth. I could probably fix that in the Vitamix if I wanted to. But it tastes really good. Like I said, I didn't sweeten it at all, so it is very tart. And I also cultured it for 9 hours, but it's completely edible, and I think if I sprinkled a little bit of coconut sugar or maple syrup onto it or put some fruit with it, it would be perfect. So I'm super excited. It seems to have really worked. For now, I'm going to just put a little write-up about what I did in the description of this video, but eventually I do plan on writing a blog post with a little more detail. And when that gets written, that will replace the description down below. But I will go ahead and put my recipe just for those of you who are interested. So thanks for joining me on this journey. And I can't wait to share more things that I make in the Instant Pot. I bought actually some stuff at the store today because we're supposed to get about 5 inches of snow tonight. So I'm hoping I can make some fun stuff in it tomorrow. So anyways, thanks for watching guys. And I'd love to hear your experience with making yogurt or making anything because I am brand new and I've got a lot to learn to this. All right, bye guys.